Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're going to be in the Epic Level Handbook. This is a continuation of the Epic Heroes playlist. We're on feats still. We're going to continue. This will be one of the two final videos on feats, so this will be part 9. We're going to look at the following feats and see what they do, what bonuses you would get from them, and what their requirements are, and their details written in the book. Spellcasting Harrier, Spontaneous Domain Access, Spontaneous Spell, Storm of Throws, Superior Initiative, Swarm of Arrows, Tenacious Magic, Terrifying Rage, and Thundering Rage. So without further ado, let's find Spellcasting Harrier. It should be in front of me. There it is. And let's read in and see what you get from these feats. Spellcasting Harrier. Spellcasters you threaten find it difficult to cast defensively. Prerequisite: you must have the Combat Reflexes feat. Benefit: any spellcaster you threaten in melee takes a penalty on concentration checks made to cast defensively equal to half your level. So that can be very beneficial as you're gaining your epic levels. Next is Spontaneous Domain Access. Select a domain of spells you have access to. You can spontaneously convert spells into spells of this domain. The prerequisites is a Wisdom of 25, a Spellcraft of 30 ranks. If you're going to use this in Pathfinder, I'd drop that down to 27 ranks because it'd be the same level of character for this feat. Ability to cast 9th level Divine Spells. Benefit: you may spontaneously convert any prepared cleric spell, except a domain spell, into a domain spell of the same level in the selected domain, just as a cleric channels energy to convert spells into cure spells. Special: you can gain this feat multiple times. Each time you take the feat, it applies to a different domain. So if you had access to 3 domains as a cleric, you could take it 3 times, get the ability to take any spell you have prepared and convert it into a domain spell on demand, as long as it's the same level, or if you're aiming from your prepared spell higher level to a lower level domain spell. Spontaneous Spell. Select a spell you can cast. You can spontaneously convert spells of that spell's level into that spell. Prerequisites: Spellcraft 25 ranks. Ability to cast the maximum normal spell level of at least one spellcasting class. In other words, wizard or sorcerer, you need to be able to cast the maximum spell level, so 9th level. Cleric, druid, 9th level. I think bard's 6th level, so it'd be like that. You'd have to be at the maximum level for that class. You may spontaneously convert any prepared spell of the selected spell's level into the selected spell, just as a cleric channels energy to convert spells into cure spells. You can gain this feat multiple times. Each time you take this feat, it applies to a different spell. And you can pick a different level. Because I think it's only, because it said selected spells level. So if you picked a spell, say you wanted to have prepared a bunch of random spells for 8th level spells, but you wanted to be always combat effective, you could make your channel spell or your spontaneous spell a combat spell of 8th level, and then all spells of 8th level could be converted into it when you need it. So you could then do 9th level spell, and you could just cherry pick your spells that way. So I can see that expanding the usefulness of your spell lists as you're in epic level. My cleric, who was in Ravenloft, who made it to 15th level, and I think by the time we finished fighting Strahd, he said I was like 17th level. If that's the case, when he would become epic, I would definitely take that when I qualified. But the spellcraft ranks of 25 is the prerequisites. I would lower that down to 22 to make that more level appropriate for Pathfinder. Storm of Throws. You become a flurry of thrown weapons targeting all nearby opponents. Prerequisites: Dex 23, point blank shot, quick draw, rapid shot. Benefit: as a full round action, you may throw a light weapon at your full base attack bonus at each opponent within 30 feet. All light weapons thrown need not be of the same type. For instance, a human could throw a mix of daggers, darts, and throwing axes. And that visual is always entertaining to me. So after Storm of Throws, you have Superior Initiative. You can react even more quickly than normal in a fight. The prerequisite is Improved Initiative. Benefit: you get a +8 bonus on initiative checks. This bonus overlaps, does not stack with the bonus from Improved Initiative. So where Improved Initiative gave you a +4, essentially this one's giving you another +4, so you have a +8. Swarm of Arrows. You can fire a veritable storm of arrows at nearby opponents. The prerequisites is a dex of 23, point blank shot, rapid shot, weapon focus, type of bow you use. Benefit: as a full round action, you may fire an arrow at your full base attack bonus at each opponent within 30 feet. So you get surrounded, you can pull your arrows out, and everyone within 30 feet that you want to attack, you can make an attack against. But you only make one single attack against everybody. So that's pretty cool. Tenacious Magic. Choose one of your spells or spell-like abilities that magic cannot be dispelled, only suppressed. Prerequisite: spellcraft of 15 ranks. So its prerequisite has a low amount of spellcraft ranks, so I wouldn't change that for Pathfinder at all. Benefit: choose one spell you know or spell-like ability you possess, such as Improved Invisibility or Stone Skin. Whenever the chosen form of magic would otherwise end due to a dispel effect, the magic is instead only suppressed for 1d4 rounds. The magic still ends when its duration expires, but the suppressed rounds do not count against its duration. You can dismiss your own spell or spell-like ability if dismissible, or you can dispel your own tenacious magic normally. Special: you can gain this feat multiple times. Each time you take this feat, it applies to a different spell or spell-like ability. Let's see, I have two more. Terrifying Rage. While in a rage, you panic your opponents. Prerequisites: Intimidate 25 ranks and Rage 5 times per day. So Intimidate, the ranks would need to be lowered to 22 for Pathfinder. And the Rage 5 per day, you'd probably need to say, like, just have the greater rage. Whatever the best rage is for the Barbarian class would be the prerequisites for that. Because in Pathfinder you get rounds of rage. In 3rd edition you got uses of rage per day. When you went into the rage, you got your, I think it was your level plus your constitution modifier. In rounds you could rage from one use. But using that one use used up all those rounds, whether you raged the whole time or not. While you are raging, an enemy that views you must make a will save opposed by your Intimidate check or become panicked. If they have fewer hit dice than you, or shaken if they have hit dice equal to or up to twice yours for 4d6 rounds. Thundering Rage. And this will be the final feat for this video. Thundering Rage. Your rage attacks can cause thunderous roars that can deafen opponents. Prerequisites: Strength of 25, Rage 5 times per day. So I'd use the same prerequisite, like the best part of the rage you could get out of being a barbarian from Pathfinder. Benefit: any weapon you wield while in a rage is treated as a thundering weapon. The DC of the Fortitude save to resist the deafness is equal to 10 plus half your level. This ability does not stack with similar abilities. For instance, if the weapon already had thundering on it. So, a lot of cool feat effects there. There's only a handful of feats left. I think there's like 8 left to go over in the next video. If you enjoyed that, let me know in the comments below. What was your favorite feat? Put that in the comments below. If you are thinking about playing in an epic game, I recommend finding a PDF of this book somehow. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Share this video with your fellow gamers if they're interested in beyond 20th level gaming. Well, until we all game again, guys.